Hello my dear jewelry lovers, today I will tell you a story about the most beautiful royal tiaras of today. As you know, every real princess should have a crown or tiara. Modern representatives of the monarchical families are no exception. In Denmark, Sweden, Norway and Great Britain, royal palaces keep whole collections of precious headdresses. We tell you about the most expensive and unusual tiaras of our time. The Queen of Norway's Emerald Tiara. This real masterpiece of jewelry art was once presented by Napoleon to his first wife Josephine. Since then, the jewelry has received its name, the Empress Josephine's Emerald Tiara. The tiara was made by order of the Emperor of France by the jewelry house Bapst. True, the head jewelry is just a part of the overall ensemble. The set of emerald perfection also includes a necklace, earrings, and 2 brooches. But these jewelry pieces, despite the fact that they often go out together with the tiara, are far from being as popular as the headpiece. The tiara, made of white gold and silver, is easily recognizable by the large square emerald in the center. The tiara came to the Norwegian rulers as a result of a long journey. After the death of Empress Josephine, the tiara traveled from heir to heir until it finally settled in Sweden. Thanks to the complex family ties between the 2 royal houses, the tiara has been owned by the Norwegian rulers since 1937 and is Queen Sonia's favorite piece of jewelry. Elizabeth II's Ruby Tiara. One of the wedding gifts to the future queen were rubies presented to Elizabeth by the Burmese people. According to the beliefs of the Burmese people, ruby has the magical ability to protect a person from illness. The number of stones in the wedding gift was equal to the number of diseases that, according to the presenters, can threaten a person. In 1973, all gemstones became part of one of Her Majesty Elizabeth II's most luxurious and best-loved pieces of jewelry, the Ruby Burmese Tiara. Who knows, maybe thanks to the conspired diamonds, the current Queen of England is famous for her excellent health despite her advanced age. Duchess Catherine's Diamond Wedding Tiara. This may be the most modest tiara in our selection, but it is also the most incredible at the same time. Because thanks to a special cut and arrangement, the diamonds of the tiara create an amazing optical effect in the light. A halo of light appears above the head. Hence its name, halo, i.e. optical phenomenon, a luminous ring around a light source. The Cartier tiara does not actually belong to Catherine, but was lent to the future Duchess on her wedding day by Queen Elizabeth II of England. It was created using 888 diamonds. According to the official description, 739 of them are brilliant cut, typical round shape, and 149 are baguette cut. The jewelry was given to Queen Elizabeth by her mother on her coming of age and is now considered a family heirloom, which does not prevent Elizabeth from occasionally lending the tiara to members of her family on special occasions. Princess Diana's Knots of Love Tiara. The tiara was created by the jewelry brand Gerard for the British royal court in 1914. Back in 1981, the tiara was presented to the future princess by Queen Elizabeth II. The jewelry, which bears the name Queen Mary's Lover's Knot, Queen Mary's Lover's Knot, a very exact copy of the old Cambridge Lover's Knot tiara, but they are 2 different jewelry, is encrusted with diamonds and pear-shaped pearls and looks very royal. However, Diana treated the tiara more than coolly and rarely appeared in public, referring to the fact that the jewelry was too heavy and not comfortable to use. And after her divorce from Prince Charles, Diana politely returned the gift to her former mother-in-law. Queen Elizabeth II's Vladimir Tiara. Another piece of jewelry in the possession of the British royal family is the Vladimir Tiara. It came to the UK from faraway Russia. The tiara was created in 1890 by order of Grand Duchess Maria Pavlovna. In 1920 the princess died, and in 1921 Elizabeth II's grandmother, Queen Mary, bought the jewel from Princess Elena Vladimirovna, who inherited it from the late Maria Pavlovna. The tiara was made by a Russian jeweler. The combination of diamonds and pearls was considered very fashionable at the end of the 19th century. The pattern of the tiara is formed by twisted rings studded with diamonds, and connected on the back side by a wavy diamond ribbon to which pearl pendants are attached. Later, after the tiara became the property of the British monarchs, English jewelers produced another set of pendants, emerald pendants. The emerald pendants were made at the behest of the first British owner. Mary of Teck felt that pearls did not suit all her outfits, and commissioned jewelers from a well-known company to polish her 15 Cambridge emeralds in the shape of a drop. Queen Letizhia's wedding tiara. The Spanish bridal tiara encrusted with tiny diamonds also has a long history. It was once created by the German jeweler Koch and given to Princess Victoria Louise of Prussia by her father, the last German Emperor Wilhelm II, on her wedding day. It was then inherited from bride to bride. Traditionally, it is passed on the wedding day from mother-in-law to daughter-in-law or from mother to daughter, and finally, in 2004, adorned the head of the Spanish queen consort Letizia. Danish ruby tiara. The ruby tiara is perhaps one of the few pieces of jewelry that the Danish crown princess is partial to. She is often compared to Duchess Catherine. Princess Mary does not usually indulge in such excesses, but this weighty tiara, which looks more like a luxurious bouquet than a piece of jewelry, is a happy exception. For the first time, the parure, consisting of a necklace, earrings, and hair ornaments in the form of maple leaves intertwined with flowers, was worn by the wife of the King of Sweden and Denmark, Desirée Clary, at the coronation of Napoleon Bonaparte in 1804. Later, several generations later, thanks to fashion trends, the individual elements of the set turned into a tiara, which can still be transformed at the will of the mistress. The piece of jewelry has been inherited for several generations, and last time it adorned the head of the then future Crown Princess Mary, who wore the tiara at a pre-wedding event. She also wore it for her official photo portrait in 2004, which is now sold as a postcard in any souvenir shop. Queen Rania's emerald tiara. For a long time, Queen Rania of Jordan, who conquered the whole world with her extraordinary beauty, had to make do with little. She had no crown of her own, despite her status. The Diamond family tiara was lent to her by Princess Haya. In it, Rania paraded at diplomatic meetings and other important events, which for any queen is an everyday occurrence. But in 2000, the Queen of Jordan had her own headdress. The tiara was custom-made by the jewelry house Boucheron. Made exclusively of emeralds and black gold, the tiara resembles a wreath of intertwined ivy leaves, hence the name, Emerald Ivy. Arabian tiara. Another very national piece of jewelry of the Queen of Jordan. Read also, the most impressive jewelry from Queen Victoria's collection is a tiara in the form of an Arabic ligature, in which connoisseurs will be able to discern the Arabic inscription from the Quran. Allah is great. The tiara was commissioned by King Abdullah II of Jordan in 2005 as a gift for his beloved wife by jeweler Jan Sikada Fred. The tiara is made of white gold with 1,300 diamonds, as is topped with a large diamond weighing about 20 carats. Would you like to try one of them on?